Hello, Golf Academy fans and fellow golf professionals. I was requested to do a video to explain a little bit of my thoughts on linear to go rotary. What I mean by that is the center of gravity in the first few feet of the takeaway, how most players load the ground early in their takeaway. I'm going to use Charles Schwartzel first on the left. I'm going to do four. Later this afternoon, I'm going to do some 3D and some force plate pictures of good players as well to showcase that. Certainly not saying that all players do this. I'm going to say that my opinion is that most good ball strikers that create a lot of speed in their swing, that also hit it fairly straight and control their golf ball well. I believe that from the laws of motion that there's some linear motion to the trail leg early. This is Schwartzel first, and I know this camera is not on a tripod, but I think you can clearly see that there is some linear motion to the right as the handle moves back to load the trail leg to create pressure in the change of direction from a sequencing standpoint. And again, the lag is created, in my opinion, from the separation from the recentering of the hips from the feet or from the ground that creates the lag, then the push, then the throw. So anyway, I think you see that in most great ball strikers. Whether or not they move toward their heel in their lead foot or their toe, I think is a personal preference to ball flight. Some do it differently. Some get up on both toes. Some move toward the heel. Some even move to the outside of the left foot. But there are some differences. But what I see from a commonality standpoint is a load to the right, linear, inside to the right heel, the recentering of the hips before the arms change directions there. It's almost a sit and shift. Hogan he called it backing into the shot. I call it recentering your pelvic girdle to your center of gravity, moving to the lead foot axis that creates the lag. And it's in most drivers, you'll see the upper part of the spine actually move backwards as they move left with their lower part of their spine and open. And then you can tell that he's pushing as the left leg will start to straighten and then throw the head as hard as they can through the ball. Some have toe release, some have square release, some have open release. There's differences there too according to grip and club face position to the ball. If you watch Rory on the right, you will see the same thing. You will see some loading to the right trail leg. He never gets outside the base of support of his right foot, as no really great ball striker does. But again, you see right as the hands go back, then rotary. Then you see the separation from the lower body back to the left. And Rory has a little bit of that tiger sit look, as a lot of great ball strikers do. You see the lag. Now you're going to see the push. Then you're going to see the throw and the extension as the left leg straightens. Arms release, which pulls the spine and the torso back to the front foot on all great ball strikers. Let's do a couple more. Here's Lydia Ko. I'm going to do one other one too. It was requested that I do a Louis Oosthuizen swing as well. If I can find it real quick, I think it's in here. Here it is. Let's do Louis first. Again, great ball striker, beautiful golf swing, creates a lot of power, and again, I think he's sitting into his right leg very early in the takeaway and keeps the width through the rotation of his trunk. Again, you'll see the separation from the ground, from the hips before the arms change directions, which creates the lag. Louis is going to get up on both toes and throw it as hard as he can throw it, and he hits it incredibly far for a little guy in straight as well. Lydia Ko, who I think has one of the best golf swings on any tour, I think has the sequence down to a science. I love the initial takeaway or her trigger to start the swing back. If you look at the logo and the sign, this is actually on a tripod, so you can tell that she is moving to her trail leg. Her spine bend actually stays very vertical, especially with the iron swings, because again, you're more down with the ball on the ground versus up with the ball on the tee. And again, as her arms finish, you'll see the lower body recenter and separate, which creates the lag. Then the push, you can see the front leg starting to straighten, and then the throwing of the club through impact. So 4 really good golf swings there. Would love your input from Manzella, Jacobs, Andy, and Mike. That was the topic that was posted on a Facebook that I said that I believe that a lot of great ball strikers have a tendency to move to the right. I think I'm going to do a Nicholas Hogan, Nelson Snead, Faldo Norman, and then I'm going to do a 3D posting of Tommy Armour III when he was working with Mike and Andy on the mat system, and would welcome Michael Neff's input from some of the professionals that he has on gears to also chronicle what they find from the lower body initial movement linear to the trail leg, and then I'm going to do some force plate pictures as well. So good luck. Welcome any input. No right or wrong here. Love to learn from all of you guys. And also I want to shout out to my good friend Adam Young, who's also been helping me with my golf swing a little bit, for his input as well. Take care. Have a great day.